Let's take a look at Python and Excel. It's really simple, guys. So all you have to do first is type in equal py and then press tab in a cell. That's going to bring up your Python, and then you can just type in hello. This is the classic hello statement when it comes to Python. And that's going to show you a hello value here, showing that you've got your Python ready to go. But all you do is you press that equal py, just like you would for any formula. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to create 1 plus 1. We'll just do that in Python. 1 plus 1. We can do that. We'll hit this check mark, and we'll see 2. All done with Python. So here, if we click over here, we can then click, is it a Python object or an Excel? You can change it to an Excel value. So it's actually running Python, then outputting to Excel. Or you can do this Excel value, make it a Python object. This is going to allow you to line up different stuff before you potentially put it into Excel. And that can be extremely helpful for being able to set your stuff up and do different things. That's not it, guys. So if maybe you don't want to go that route and you want to use Python in a different way, you can actually use Python in a much different way. You can just type or click this insert Python, does the exact same thing that we just did. So that's just super beneficial for you as you're in here messing with this and putting some Python stuff together. And this is located on the Formula tab under this area right here. You can also just reset everything. Let's say we go back to this tab. I want to click Reset. Lets you reset it and kind of refresh it. There's also an editor. So typically most coding languages have an editor. You can click an editor and be able to edit there. So let's say we wanted to do 2, we could do that. This is great for stringing up together Python stuff, a little more advanced, but we can actually enter this and put that into place and save it, and it's going to go to 3. So this gives us control within an editor that's completely separate to be able to do some cool things in the Python programming language, which who doesn't want to do that? Additionally, we have this initialization, a little more advanced stuff, but it lets you kind of just see what's going on behind the scenes. It's more for your information purposes, so you can see all the stuff that they put in here and they import to be able to do this. This is what makes it really secure, is they kind of create that development environment for you as you do different things. But this is very simple of how you kind of go in there and start messing around with Python, bringing stuff together and doing different things. So for those who don't know, Python is a very good programming language and I highly recommend it. So we're going to do over some different things. So the great thing about Python is declaring what's called a variable. So we can go over here into our little editor here and we can type in, for instance, and we're going to do this for each cell. So you kind of see how these cells kind of drop down in different areas. We're going to overwrite this 5, but we can leave this 5 here. That could be our output for our Python. So we can go over here to the top. So remember, we have to do equal py to initiate it, and then we get it and hit tab. It's going to get your Python. You can say user age equals 25. And it even gives you a nice little thing here to show you that. And remember, if you had multiple values, you can put those together too. So here we have this value and this value. So this allows you to kind of string together some different things and create little things that help you here. So let's say we wanted to use user. So we create another cell for Python. So we can maybe call it. So you can bring in user and look what we have there, user age. And we can bring that in. And let's say we want to bring that A cell in plus, and we bring in this cell. And look what happens, guys. Boom, 30. So you can kind of see how good it is to program in Python and really do some amazing things. And we have a little cell here, and maybe we want to do A equals 1. So we type that in. B equals 2. And then we can do A times B, C, or we could do like C equals 3. Now, why would I do this? C equals A times B. This just like declares some variables for us, right? We can't really see those variables. We see the output of C, But if we did plus here, it would then change over, right, to 3. And then we can just keep going. This is a great way to kind of just learn those different things that you can do within Python. That's extremely powerful in Excel. So as you can see, lots of great things that can come from this. And then you can take those outputs, like we said before, and put them in your other formulas. So we could go over here and say another equal py, tab it, and we could say c cc times c. And what do you guys think we're going to get? Probably 9. If I was guessing. We did it, guys. So that's how you kind of mess around with Python and Excel. So go out there, have some fun, guys.